Armchair the stylist that likes to share. Here is Amber with knowledge and care. And if you like the vibe, like and subscribe. Think I'm in frame? Think it's recording. Okay. So I'm recording today, finally again, because I haven't really been doing much. I actually have been doing more than I show. That's like my biggest issue right now, is filming stuff and then not necessarily doing much with it, or even editing it and going through that whole process and not putting it out there, or just not being happy with it and never really like finishing it. So I gotta work on that, and I gotta just, you know, I am just learning as I go. So, I mean, part of that, I guess, is learning how to not, like, scrap everything. But hopefully, I'm really hopeful that at some point I'm going to find my little partner in crime in this endeavor, some way, shape, or form, where I can get maybe a little more feedback or somebody to bounce my ideas off of. And I have a few ideas of how that might play out. But I'm not really sure because I don't have the like monetary incentive right now to offer anybody. But I hope to soon. But mostly I just want to collaborate. I'm a people person. So being alone in my basement like I am right now is not necessarily, I don't know, it's exciting, I guess, to know that maybe somebody's watching this and getting something from it, but it's not like my comfort zone yet, and I don't know that I want it to be because that's just not me, but it's fun. So anyways, today I am filming some makeup stuff. I already did mostly everything for my makeup. Sorry, my nose is running. Try not to be gross. But yeah, so I'm gonna do my liner and my lashes and show you my way of doing it, which I kind of figured out today might be a little bit of a weird way of doing it, because I do a lot of my own makeup, and even when I do lashes on a client, I have them keep their eyes slightly open. So I'm going to show you how I keep my eyes slightly open when I do my liner and my lashes, and explain a little bit of maybe of how I do that also on a client. And then, yeah, like right now, I would love to show you on somebody, and I would never do that to my kids if they weren't interested, and right now they're not interested, so I don't have them as models. But yeah, so I don't just necessarily have like willing participants just hanging out in my house. They're walking around up there, but I'm not going to bother them with my little crazy YouTube craziness. This is mama's crazy, you know? My gosh. Okay, so I'm going to start with my liner, which I do not have my favorite liner. Today I'm using this Maybelline Master Precise All Day, which is fine. I like that it's not like, it's more of a matte finish, which I love. But my favorite that I use on the regular basis is the NYX, oh shoot, the ink something. It's a marker like this one. And it's my fave. Okay. Here we go. So when I do it with my eyes open, let me see if I think I'm in the camera. Okay. So I kind of lift my chin and look down, and then I use my eyeliner kind of flat, and I'm taking the tip and I'm kind of settling it between my lashes and this little bump here. Mine's nice and bumpy, which is kind of nice for putting on makeup, but some people might have a not quite as much of like a swollen lid like I have. So there might not be as much space to kind of nestle your little tip in there, but that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of just nestling my tip right against my lashes into that little, where the skin kind of folds under and the lashes come out. And I'm using it flat. I'll show you on this side now. And I'm just kind of dashing it in. Dash it in as you go, and you can even come this way. kind of nestling it right in at the lashes. So this is more of like a tight line look if you're just wanting to like enhance the lash line, but not add any like too much liner. You know, not add a wing or thickness much. It's a little bit thicker maybe than a tight line. If it was a true tight line, I would have done it like within the lashes more, but yeah. So that's how I get it along the lash line. I'm gonna get in here, and again, I'm keeping my eyes open, tilting my chin up, and just dashing along my lash line, using the flat, like laying it flat on my skin. Now for a wing liner, what you need to do is follow the shape of your eye. So mine is coming up kind of at this angle. And then you're going to take it out from your last lash. Lispy Amber. So your last lash. How many times am I going to say that? And then up. So again, I'm just going to kind of lay it flat. Like that. And then connect. So it's just a little baby wing, but I usually go a little bit bolder. So I just kind of connect the tip here in to give that a little more of a wing. Okay. And then again on this side, follow that kind of angle up. Kind of flat like that. And then again, that's just a little wing, but I want to connect this tip to in here to thicken it up a bit. It's kind of starting to dry out. And I will be honest, when this happens, sometimes I lick it, which is gross. But when you buy cheaper products, which this is, and I like it, it works good, but they dry out faster, which I also think can be a good thing because then you're changing your makeup more, which is better because you don't end up with this old eyeliner that you don't want to get rid of because you spent $40 on it. You know, it's like, oh, I only spent $5 and it's drying out, toss it. You don't need to lick it. You don't need to save it because it costs too much, you know? So I like to find a good dupe for a good expensive look. But yeah, just refresh more often. Especially with eyeliner and mascara, especially because they dry up. Even if you spend a lot of money on them, sometimes they dry up fast. So definitely always find a good dupe. And that's what really, again, I think I've said this before in some of my other get readies with me. That's what really has drawn me to YouTube like 10, 15 years ago, was always just trying to find a good dupe for makeup and such, because I am a mom of 3. I don't have money to go to Sephora and live my best life as a makeup artist, even though I will love to do that someday. I got to find a good dupe that I can afford because I got kids and sports and da-da-da-da and everything else. So anyways, this one, this Maybelline Master Precise All Day, it's a good one. And it's usually $5-ish depending on where you're getting it from. So it's probably not helping that I'm waving it around for drying it out, but yeah, when I buy them, I'll even buy like 2 at a time because I know after a couple weeks, I'll just want a new one. Okay, now I'm just getting in here and doing a little tight lining in there. And again, you can see I'm just looking straight in the mirror now. If I need to get in under my lashes, same thing. Looking in the mirror the whole time. Now for lashes, I love the Kiss So Natural, Looks So Natural Trio Lash. And I get the medium because I like them to not look too fake. That's just my personal preference. And these are perfect. They're just enough to give me a little bit. But I don't know, maybe people think they look fake. But to me, I think Kiss has got it right. Looks so natural. So I just do a little blob in this little well right here. And then got my Japanese tweezers. And I like to pull them out first. And they are like 3D, so they're kind of fluffy. So I try not to mess them up. You know, they're natural little fluff. So I usually use 3 on each side. If I'm going bold, I'll use more long ones. If I'm going natural, I'll use mostly shorties and then just use the mediums. They're actually not even long, they're mediums. So I get the shorts and the mediums. So medium down here, short up here. And you can see I usually use more shorts than mediums. But today, my daughter has her play, and I'm going to go to that. She had opening night on Wednesday, and we were worried because of the snow that it would be canceled tonight, but it's not. So that's why I'm getting a little done up, because I'm going out to the theater to see The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And she did a lot of the sewing, which I'm very proud of, because me and my mom and my grandma have all taught her to sew. So to see her work on stage is just a very proud mommy moment. All right, now the biggest thing with lashes is being sure that you give the glue a minute to get tacky before you try to stick them on. So I take my lash like this, and I dip it in the little well, just getting it on the end there. And then I'll flip it like this and just set it to the side. So you can see on my little palette here, I'll just flip it so the glue's on the top side. And then I'll set it aside so it can kind of dry up a little bit and get tacky before I stick it. So I'll prep a couple of them like that. Dab them. Flip them. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Grab it, dab it, flip it. OMG, I didn't even record any of the lashes. So I was doing the flip and the dip. I realized I stopped recording. Oh, goodness. My nose is running. Not recording. I was trying to eat lunch and edit. So anyway. Okay. I think I'm recording. Okay, I think I'm finally recording. I don't know if the lighting's good. The last one was weird. The framing was weird. I ran out of storage. I ran out of battery. My daughter interrupted me, but we're gonna get this filmed. I keep wanting, I'm like, is it still recording? Is it still recording? Okay. I think it's still recording. Okay. So I just showed you the flip and the dip, and now I just want to show you how to set it in there and what I do to finish it. So I'm just gonna add a couple more lashes to what I already have. Okay, so get this. I'm gonna take my lash. Oh, I didn't even prep any. Yeah, so I'm just gonna add some. So I'm gonna be extra today. I'm gonna add 2 long ones on the ends to make them extra thick. So I'm gonna prep those real quick with the flip and the dip. And luckily my glue that I squirted out is not fully dry, so I can use that. And that will be super helpful because it will be nice and tacky pretty quickly then. All right, so those are ready. And then get my mirror ready. And first I'm gonna take them and just like where we were putting that eyeliner and kind of, you know, nestling the point of the eyeliner right into that little indent between the lashes and the lid. that's where we're gonna nestle the lash. So I'm gonna come in, again, I'm gonna leave my eyes open, come in from above, and then just kind of rock it into place right where the lashes meet the skin. And then I'll go to the other side, and I'm just gonna kind of leave that one there, kind of balancing where it is. I'm not gonna touch it or anything for a minute. So I did this already on this side. I usually go back and forth, laying a couple in place where I need them to go. Get my hand in this like rocking motion. So I do this on my clients too. When I'm putting it on their lash, I'm rocking it kind of like this motion. Right into that same area on them. For me, I have to come this way. So it's definitely much easier on somebody else than yourself. Make sure I'm getting in frame what I'm doing here. Okay. Then I'm just gonna see how if I touch the tip, it's really sticky. Okay. Rock it right into place. Okay, so now that I have that rocked into place on that side, I'm just gonna leave that one there for a minute. I'm gonna come back over here, making sure my tweezers don't have anything sticky on them. And then I'm just going to pinch it into place, right along the lash line there, very gently. And again, I'm keeping my eyes open so I can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm not scared about poking myself in the in the lid. All right, so now I thicken them up a little bit for you, and hopefully you understand that concept of rocking it into place there. And yeah, and hopefully this is helpful for you. Helpful for you. And thank you for watching, and hopefully I get something out today despite all these crazy little mishaps. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and if you like the like and subscribe and share. Thanks. Bye.